Oh, hi. Oh, hello, everybody. I don't know if there's anyone here. I have no idea. I am going to cut and engrave some coasters today while I am making flashcards. I already have a bunch of hieroglyphs on small pieces of paper. And yeah, let's get to work. I have an idea for the glue as well. Um, I could do a test, I guess, but I want to get these out ASAP. I'm going to be busy tomorrow, so uh, so I have to kind of do it now, I think. I could do it over the weekend, but I would also rather not. Okay. Okay, don't need that. Hang on. Hang on a second. Okay, let's see. Hmm. No. Ugh. There we go. Monsieur Co. I don't know if that saves the speed and power settings from the old one. I would love that it did. Hey, it does! Kinda, sorta. And it's gone. So 220 at, I'd say 15 probably, 215. That should work. Okay, I'm gonna get the red leather that we use for this thing. Because that's my old leather, but it's good that it gets a use, so yay! Here we go. Oh, perfect. There's something to test on. Perfect. Cool beans. Bunch of scraps. That should work. There is... How much of a gap is there? Oh, like a full centimeter. We should be good. Also, need to change the order of that a little bit. Because right now it is all over the place, which we don't want. Still doing that? Fill groups together. That's what we want. Oh wow, no. That is, nope. Hmm. Well, let's try it. Pull the magnets in a little bit. Is that centered? Doesn't feel centered. 7 mil. So it's centered. Very strange. Okay, let's try it. See what happens. Keep it like that. Do that so everyone can see what's going on. Hi, Cake. Evening all. Well, you're the only one here, so I'm in live for almost an hour. Well, 45 minutes, and you're the first one to speak. So things are good. I went to a seminar today about leather in Nubian graves, and it was an absolute fucking blast. That's what I did. Strange. Normally loads of people in here. Not when I do crafting. When I do RP, sure. But when I'm making leather stuff, not so much. And now I'm making leather coasters, and it's Co's logo, so they're coasters. It's not for Co. Co has one of these that I made for him as a Christmas gift. And he showed it off on stream, and people are like, I want one. So now I have to make 8 of them on orders. So that's what I'm doing. And while that's going on, I'm also printing a bunch of shit for my flashcards. Because I have everything I need now. And I showed them to my teacher, and he's like, you should sell these. Because nothing like it exists. And he's like, you should sell these. Yeah, so I've already printed all the hieroglyphs. Sorry, I hit the mic. You can't see that very well. I've already printed all the hieroglyphs, and now I'm printing the transliteration so we can see how they are pronounced. And then I will stick them on one on each side of a card. Now I forgot which one was what. accidentally unplugged it. We've done that one, so that one. Whip. When, and this is a lot faster than it is with the laser, because it takes maybe 3 seconds to print one, as opposed to, I don't know, 2 minutes to engrave one. Oh, I haven't made dice for a while now. I haven't had a need, but we're playing next week, so maybe. I haven't made any for a while. Be great if you could get a partnership with a bunch of streamers like Co to make branded merch. I have that idea as well. But in order for me to do that, I need to be able to make things cheap and quick, like with a sewing machine. And my sewing machine isn't working because I don't know how to set it up properly, which is why it's been standing there like a 35,000 crown lump for a year, and I haven't had the money and time to kind of like get it up and running. And so, because basically if someone orders, say, a coaster with Co's logo on it, I want to be able to ship it. Not, okay, I have a lead time of, 2 weeks because I'm busy. That's not what I want. I can't show you this text that I'm printing because it has a penis in it, which is pronounced met. You need like a box of, say, 20 for each stream ready to go. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I want to do. And if I want to do like, I mean, a co-branded wallet or whatever, then I want to have a stack and just be able to ship them out. Instead of saying, okay, I'll see when I can make one. So I have a list of streamers I want to work with on that. I just haven't had the time and equipment to do it. Unfortunately. But that is, as it were, in the cards. For me at least. I don't know if anyone's interested. No idea. I got my homework back today. They get my homework back today. Let's see. Outstanding. Clearly, no problems. So out of 9, he corrected. I needed a clitic designation, so it's equals instead of a hyphen. and there was a parentheses missing, and there was another clitic designation, like the equals sign, that was missing. Other than that, nothing. It just check marks all the way. Outstanding. Clearly, no problems. I am very happy with that. So that one, that coaster is not okay, because you see that the magnet in the middle, which is needed to keep it flat, I need to move that because it's blocking the laser. The problem is that I have smaller magnets, but they're shit, so I can't use them. So if you see, there's a chunk missing there. So this one is not okay. Also, it's not centered. Still. Eight now. 5 and a bit, 5.5. It's not centered. Me. It doesn't help that there's a lot going on in Co's logo, at least with something like Zeke's. It's just I. Yeah, I have an idea written down here for a Zeke wallet with a red panel and a black panel in front, and then have a hole, like 3 slashes hole in the black panels. You see the red leather behind it. I think that'd be pretty cool. Monster Energy might not like that, yeah. They can take it up with Zeke. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3/4. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why. It's very, very annoying. Oh, very annoying. Okay, let's try it again. I will make a circle. Now I can show. So now we make a circle, which is 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. Oh, is it just plain? Is it just too big? Oh, okay. So even if I right up against the edge here, I'm over on this side. That's not great, because I'm fairly sure these are 1 centimeter. If they're not, yay! But they are. Well, shit. I have these tiny ones. Yeah, no, I was thinking that as well. Let's try again. Just lay them down. Okay, I'm going to make a box that fits in the middle here with a little bit of margin, and then I will outline the box with the laser, not cutting it, just following the trace around it. And that way I can be sure that none of the things are going in the thing. Hi, Danny. Nope, that's also helps if I include the big box. Oh, okay, if I do that in black. Nope. I'll have to send that. And then upload it. Nope. They're not strong enough. Poopy. Very, very poopy. I had some square ones, but I don't know where I... Oh, there's a square one. Yep, that's way too big. Unless... Nope. I was gonna say, if I can get the square one to stand up, but it will fall over instantly. That's less than helpful. That is absolutely less than helpful. I think it will be fine without the magnet things, but I think it might be slight improvement if there are magnet things. It is the right area, but it's... Let's do it. Let's try it. Yes, it would help. Absolutely would help. But if I fuck it up, then I have to re-glue everything. However, I'm a clever boy. I have an idea. What we do is we make a collet. So we do this. We do this, or we do that, and offset 2 is probably okay. So we make a frame that fits around the engraving and push the frame down. Can you make the frame go down the middle of the logo too? Oh shit, you're right. You are absolutely right. That means ungroup these two and make this fit. Yeah, see? It's not fucking centered. The picture thinks it's in the middle. It is not in the middle. So if I enlarge this, it should hit the both sides at the same time, and it doesn't. It's further to the left. So if we do this, we should be able to figure out where it's supposed to be. I mean, I could make this super good, though. Right? Because I could make it not just go down the middle. But I could actually, like, cut it like that. That's definitely gonna stay in place. Suction points? No. So the thing we're cutting out will fill up this area. Like that. And then I know I can put big magnets all the way around, which should hold down most of it. My lady friend is texting me. I apologize for the plingity plong plongs. So if we cut out that now, and that's definitely in the frickin' middle, I think. So if we make that, and that fits snugly in the form, I've left us a little bit of a margin here of 1/3 of a millimeter, 0.28. So that should be good. Don't apologize for having a life. I'm sorry. On my way. Yep. Cool. So, if this fits well in the frame, oh, sorry, I can throw you guys over to here. Also, I need to... if this fits well, then it'll keep most of it down. Because then I know where I can put the magnets, which is nice. I'm gonna see which... Hedge is next. Or was the last one, rather? Ha. Ha. Hit. Ha. Hen. And a different hen. Her. Sa, which means sun. Sa again, which does not mean sun. Su. Sen. Sek or wah. Set, which is a throne. Sha. Shu. Shen. Shed. Ked. Ka. Kem. Gem. Oh, fuck. I started printing the wrong ones. I started printing the hieroglyphs again. I was supposed to print the other bits. I have to trim the corners because I forgot the bevel. See if that fits better. Okay, see now? Yeah! Let's try it. Let's see now. And off. Okay, let's try it now. Okay. Don't expect this to work the first time. Fourth, third. But now I'll see where the tight points are, and then I can if I can tell now if it's tight, too tight somewhere, then I can adjust the thing, and I don't even have to move it because I could just re-enable the cut of the wood and do another pass, and then we'll cut out a piece of the wood that I don't need, like trim it back a bit. Okay, I gotta fix the hard ones. Sedge. It's the last one I got right. There we go. So now it's Ked. Ka. Kem. Gem. Yes. Ta. T. Tep. 10. Ten. Cha. Chess. Ja. Ju. Jer. Jed, which is the Jed pillar, which is a spine. It looks like a pillar, and it represents stability. Eamon. Ankh. Acha. Wab, as in a Wab priest. Wechem. Wesser. Nebu. Nefer. Necher. Chat. Chetep. Yep. Chetep. Pepper. You're making more stickers now? Yeah, I'm printing everything and then I'll sit for, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks or something assembling everything. It's kind of cool though, because my teacher was like, you should sell those. Because there's nothing like this. There's like apps and stuff, but I can't do this via an app. It's much easier for me if I have physical cards. And I'm glad I decided to do the cheap version of this instead of the plastic cards. I got 800 paper cards for what I would pay 3 times as much for 100 plastic. So I'll take the paper, thank you. Do you do bookmarks? I do, kind of. The stickers look like one of those extra long receipts you get from a store. Yeah, no, it's Bed Bath & Beyond. Yeah. Hi Celia, you do bookmarks? I think there are a couple of bookmarks on the website. Yeah, I have them here somewhere. I'm using mine, but yes, I have one that kind of is held in place by the book, and one that's more of a strap thing hanging off. I like the hold in place by the book one, honestly. Probably my favorite one. Oh. Everything is still shifted to the left. It's annoying as fuck. The whole thing is still shifted to the left. I don't know why. Does a laser need calibrating? I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it, honestly. Could be, but I don't think that's it. Right in the middle, but the laser isn't burning where you're told it to. Yeah. I think it's not calibration so much as it is not centering where it's supposed to be centering. It's centering off of something else, which is incorrect. But I think that's probably more likely to be it. Otherwise, there would be other things that would be out of whack as well. I think. Not sure though, but I'm guessing. Okay. The frame worked really well though. Like it worked really freaking well. And I think I'm just gonna try it again. And now I've shifted the image over a little bit. So going to make that blue. Nope. Blue. Make this tiny difference. So yeah, okay. Let's try that. This is also, I don't mind, like, don't see this as wasting leather, because this is leather that's like not offered on the website anymore. I have a bunch of it, but I can't make bags with it because it's not aniline. There's a white layer in the middle where they haven't, like the dye hasn't gone through. So this kind of stuff is pretty much the only thing I can do with it. Because you can't tell. It's, like the quality isn't bad, they just haven't dyed it all. It's just kind of fucky. Kinda fucky. Okay, well, I can also now start taping up some of this stuff. I'm definitely gonna do that over here because I don't want to sit over there. But I need to clean up a little bit first. You guys don't see how awful I have it. Oh shit, there's a camera. Oh shoot. I have shifted it over to the right by 1.5 millimeters, and it's still hitting the left side. What the shit? Okay, let's see. I'm gonna run some ads, otherwise we're gonna get pre-rolls, or rather we have pre-rolls now and I don't want that, so 90-second ads. I did a big block of ads before we started, so we were forced ad free for 2 hours, but we only had pre-roll free for 1 hour because that's the longest you can have it. Okay. Can someone say something in chat just so I can see that that chat window works, please? Anybody? No? Nobody wants to say anything, chat? So I can hold it loose? Hey, thanks, Tom Schwartz. I appreciate that. Also, always appreciate the classiest emotes. Still to the left? Yeah. Even after I've shifted everything over a bunch, still on the left. I did get it. I didn't understand. There we go. There we are. Smash it. Absolutely delightful. Yes. When I talk, you can hear everything in the background, so I'll try to be quiet. Oh, I need my... I can pull that up here. If I have that there, I think you guys can still hear me okay, right? Or does it sound like I'm in a bathroom now? Which is funny because it's on a piece of toilet paper roll. Hello. I realized this would be better. Oh, actually, hang on. Let's try the lav. Not lavatory. Different thing altogether. Oh, there it is. Oh, I took it off. Where did I put the mic for that then? Because I have the thing here, but there is no microphone in it. Wo ist mein Mikrofon? Hallo? Guten Tag. Wo ist mein Mikrofon, bitte? Can we call you Madonna now? Yeah. You only got 5 minutes or 3 minutes or what is? I don't know. I don't know lyrics. I'm sorry. I'm not actually sorry. I'm gonna fix the noise gate. Here's one of the bookmarks. I like this with the tag, but it's a little floppy. Sorry. Yeah, that's the strap one. Yeah. Okay. Definitely fixing the gate here. Okay. Now I actually have to talk for it to activate. That's what we want. Ah, there it is. Found it. If I do this, it sounds a lot better. Question is, if I do this, does it sound even better? It does sound even better if I work on it a little bit. Is that your headset when you do TED Talks? Yeah. Welcome to my TED Talk. Laser done. Too far. There we go. Welcome to my TED Talk. Ancient Egyptian linguistics in the Second Dynasty? No, 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 no. Ancient Egyptian linguistics in the Middle Kingdom. So, thank you. Okay, let's see. Yep, it still needs to go over. That's super weird. Why did it not do that when I fixed it the first time? This is awful. There's also the thickness of the leather to, or thickness of the, wood to consider. Okay. Nine times the charm. Yeah, that's definitely going to be further right. Okay. See if that's too much or not enough, or, you know, whatever. That one's okay, though. That one's definitely okay. It's just, I think there's room for improvement. You know what doesn't help? If I move the entire frickin' jig every time I'm moving. Now I will probably have moved everything and screwed it up some other way. But we shall endeavor to persevere. Well, it starts better, at least. It's not starting on the wood, so that's good. Ah, thought my good Zach got myself corrected. Yes, I don't know anything about linguistics in ancient Egyptian Second Dynasty. That is not my specialty. It might become my specialty, but as of right now, it's Middle Egyptian. Which is the kind of a classic, or not classic, but classical version of Egyptian. It's their version of going, oh yes, well in Shakespearean times, blah 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 blah, you know. So now I have the hieroglyphs here, and then we'll take a card, and we'll take Au. So now we have a card that says Au, and we will find Au, and we'll go, ah yes, it's this one. And we'll put it on the other side. And now we have a flashcard for... Oh, it's a little bit skinny. The problem is that they're made without a thickness, the graphic. So if you zoom in more, they get skinnier, but you also get higher resolution. So that's the best I'm gonna do. What dynasties were there in the Middle Kingdom? Oh, don't ask me that shit. I can never remember. I can never remember. probably easier if I do one at a time and then just do it this way. Without flipping back and forth. Ir, which is easy to remember for iris, because it's an eye. And I hacked that one up royally, but I'll trim it. So usually it's easy to, when you're trying to memorize these, or not memorize them, just learn them. It's a good idea to have something to relate them to. Like the ch hieroglyph is a bolo, so it's a ball and then a string and then a ball at the other end, which doesn't make any sense. But I now think cholo whenever I think it. So whenever I think that, I was like, oh, like Mexican gangsters. I don't know why, but that it works. Is, which is the papyrus roll, which indicates an abstract idea. And then we have aha, or aha, ah. So it's an AA. And we have hak, which would be an arm and a slope. If it was written with monoliteral signs, but it's not. Aj, which is slope and a snake. Wow. So yeah, I was lucky enough to get this roll very cheap, and it fits the label printer I have. So I just go into the PDF, take a snapshot, mark the thing, and then Control P, print. Set up everything beforehand. Super easy. Super easy. No, you don't. Whip. Oh, and then we have when, my favorite. When is a picture of a bunny. Whatever works, I suppose. Yep, that's pretty much it. When is a picture of a bunny, which is very commonly used as a wenen. Then we have a where, which is a bird, but not the bad bird. You also have bin, which is also known as the bad bird. Because if anything's a bad thing, then it has the bad bird with it. For example, alone has a bad bird with it. Which is a flying goose. And then per, which is a house. Pernesu is a palace, king's house. Pech, which is a mouse rather than a house. Ma, which is a sort of an ads tool thing, if I recall. Me, which is a sort of a I guess the bad bird. Bird is the word A. Well, hello. This is a sort of a mace thing. And I want to never on the turn. I burn the wine. I want to burn. Don't you know about the bird? Moo is easy to remember because it's just water. How are you, Doc? So we have 2 mer. We actually have 3 mer because we also have. Oh no, we put that over here. We also have this one, which can be mer. We have mer, which is funny because mer in Swedish, which is how we would pronounce it, means more. So I guess that works, right? Mech. We have 4 H's in Egyptian. Why? Screw you, that's why. Screw you, that's why. Best pizza ever. Ooh, what kind of pizza? Oh, should I make pizza, chat? Should I make homemade pizza today? I do have one of those like pizza dough finished ready thing and just add the sauce and then toppings. Should I, oh, it's 9 p.m. and I have to go to the lab tomorrow again. Well, I mean, I don't have to, but I fucking want to. Okay, let's see. Ah, I got stuck. Okay, it's not too far over to the left anymore. It's good, chat. That one is perfect. Haha. That one is the first one of the order. Nothing's missing. Everything's been pushed down perfectly. Everything's in focus. Lovely. Lovely. Absolutely smashing. So I have 5 total, so I need to punch out 3 more. That's okay. Absolutely smashing. What do you want to do Sunday, Doc, since you're not working? And we probably, maybe, if we don't do D&D, because Tiger is very busy with his finals, so, you know, fair enough. Free food from canceled orders from you. Oh, that's nice. Ham, mushroom, and chicken. Oh, that sounds good. Met. Which is the one I can't show. Because on the other side of this one, there will be a penis. I can't show that on stream. So I'll have to do... we'll be right back after these messages. No! Followed by another new. A new. And then we have Neb, which is also easy to remember because there's a god called Neb. Tef, Nut, and Neb. Nem, which looks like a potted plant, sort of. Yeah, Grumble's already blazed through that. That's why I didn't, because I was like, oh, we might play this on Sunday. And Grumble's like, I don't like this one, nen, because nen is a negation. So if you write nen at the beginning of a sentence, it basically inverts the meaning of the sentence. So like, nen, I killed him, which would how you would write I did not kill him, in fact. But also the symbol for nen are two hieroglyphs. You'd think it would be the hieroglyph N twice, but it's not. Why? Fuck you, that's why. Nech. What I've learned is they're all contextual. Yes, which is why you have what used to be called determinatives, which are now called classifiers, at the end of like words, for example. So if you write sob, which means sun, you have a determinative after with a picture of a person. So you know that it's sob in the context of a person. While as sob with the, say, sob with the papyrus roll classifier instead. No, not sob. Sob. With the papyrus scroll instead, it would be the concept of something, which is also written sob, but not meaning a sun. They didn't have sob back then, but if they did, they'd still be running. So when we do our homework, a lot of the times Sami writes out of context in parentheses at the end because you go, oh, okay. Because otherwise the sentence would make no sense. Like, there are bits missing here. Like, yeah, it's out of context. Just translate what's there. Okay. How are we doing on ads? Oh, we have about 4 minutes before pre-rolls are back. Same here, damn you grumbles. Yeah, to be fair, if we do end up playing on Sunday and not D&D, I think we might be able to get grumbles to play a little bit more Roguecraft, because there's a lot to that game. And at the end of the last map, they do kind of go, okay, have fun. SnowRunner would be fun if people have it. I used to have it. I gave it back. I refunded it. It was not my game. To be fair, I played it on my own. This one's good. Kher, which means on, as in on top of something. I'm climbed into a tree. Kher. And it's a picture of a head, which is also easy to remember. Wait, did we already do Rue? I missed it. Yeah, Rue is good. There's a picture of a lion. Lying down. Then we have Pret, which is a picture of a stick, but used for all sorts of things. I like hen. Not this hen. It's the first hen is a headless goat, but the second hen is a hat with legs on a broom, which is kind of silly. It's on Xbox Game Pass without DLC. I don't have Game Pass. Yeah, I've applied to be part of the Game Pass partner program thing, but I haven't heard back. I'm a student. I don't have $20 a month to put on, like, spend on that sort of thing. Unfortunately, I do not. And if I had Xbox Game Pass, I would play Indiana Jones. So, different saw. Because this is... Oh shit, did I... Oh no, that's that one. Okay, yeah, no, this is the right saw. Yeah, I was looking too far ahead. And this is another saw, pronounced the same, written the same, but different hieroglyph. And not the same meaning. You need to play a WoW, Avowed. No, I will play Indiana Jones. What's he studying? Like computer stuff. I don't know. It's computer stuff. Game design? Oh, I don't know. I have a 2-week trial for Game Pass that I could send you. If you do that, Norcane, you do realize I will play Indiana Jones, right? If you're okay with the idea of me playing Indiana Jones, I mean, I'll if you don't want it, I will gladly accept. I expect I'll have to make a new account, but that's okay. I'll put the hat and the jacket and the bag on. We'll do it. Set. This one's super easy to remember because it's a seat. It's a picture of a throne. A throne. So, set. Very easy. Oh, did I drop one? No. Okay, let's see how that one turned out. Ah, it's good. It's good. Shh. Quiet. Don't look at my butt. Cool. Send you a DM on Discord. I have no idea how that works, so I appreciate it. Thank you very much. It reminds me of a combination of Skyrim and New World. Oh, for the Avowed? Yeah, no, I'm not jumping into any more MMOs. I don't have the time for that. I do not have time for that. This one's fairly easy to remember as well, if you're Swedish, because it says Shah. And Sha in Swedish is kind of like the Swedish version of yo. And the hieroglyph for it is a bunch of reed plants, but it looks like 5 hands sticking up, waving at you. But like Sha. Oh, hi. It's a little bit silly, but it works. Shoo. Which is very, very annoying because it looks like a back-to-front eye. It's an eye just facing the other way. Chen is a little twirly thing. There we go. That's most of the two letter signs done. There are a lot of them, as you may be able to tell. And we're not done yet. Then we have a few more. And then we have the 3 letter signs. And 1 4 letters. Ked. Ka. Ka is pretty cool because it's just two arms going. This is one of the first ones you get, Kem, because the Egyptian word for, we talked about this before, the Egyptian word for Egypt, Kemet. So you get this, and then the, well, really you would write it with the tautology. So KMM, but the M is a repeat of the previous one, so you ignore it. So it KMMT, but you wouldn't say Kememet, you would say Kemet, because the second M would fall off because it's repeating the previous one. Not sure I want to play Farming Sim 25 on Sunday. We'll have to see what Grumble wants. Whoa, ask him now. He's probably still awake. You can ask him now and see if he has any ideas. I mean, the problem with Icarus, starting over Icarus, it's a project, right? Because you start out and going, okay, we have a lot of stuff to do and we never get there, especially not if we're starting over. It would be cool if we could do Roguecraft. I mean, I'd love to do D&D, so that's my absolute hope. But if we can't, and Shrouded has some big updates, it did indeed. Unfortunately, it got them right after we finished. Tep, which is a head, but in profile rather than the other one we had earlier, which was Her. I think it would be easier if it was tête, because then it's French. Ma tête. Feminine. Also, it's kind of funny because the one I mentioned earlier, which is Met, which is the hieroglyph of a weenie, is a penis. Which is also funny if you know that if you have a T ending, it's feminine. But needs me to set the controller up. Yeah. No, I tried with the keyboard and mouse. I was like, okay, first of all, please give me a dead zone, because I'm moving shit. I have no intention of moving. And yeah, no, this is clearly made for controllers. Let's see, Ju. And then Jer. And then the last one of the bilateral signs, which is Jed, which is the one we talked about earlier, the spine which is the column and means stability. Jed Ankh is a combination where you have the Ankh and Jed combined, and it means like life and stability. Iman, first of the triliteral signs. Ankh. Everybody knows this, you just don't know how it's spelled, but that's Ankh. What people prefer to pronounce as Ankh, the life cross with the loop thing on it. And then you have Aha, which means then. So this is one of the auxiliaries you get at the start of sentences. Aha, en. Ready, N-E. Then I did. Aha, en Sejaminif. Then he heard. Aha! Exactly. Weser, which is a picture of a fox on a stick. And we have a Nebu. So the funny thing is, there aren't that many of the triliteral ones, but they're the ones I know better than the two little ones, because there are so many of the twos. So many. Nebu. And then we have Nefer, which means beautiful, which is a picture of the lungs and respiratory system. Netcher, which means God. And if you write Netcher et, then it's goddess. If you write Netcher u, then it's gods. Netcher ut, goddesses. So the W would make it a plural. Why? Why not? It's an S in English. Why not a W in Egyptian? How many hieroglyphs are there in the ancient Egyptian language? Well, if you want to do strictly things pronounced as sound and not counting determinatives, it's 109. Of the standards. But then you have variants, like the quail chick for the W becomes kind of like a swirl later. The N, which is just the waves, becomes one of the crowns later. So but there are 109, and then some of them have like two things for the same. So only a few of them. Yeah, not that bad. Kill me now. Khenem, which is the jug. Shepes, which is the dead guy in the chair. And then we have Shemus, which is a sort of a scroll staff combo weird looking thing. Dua, which is a star, as in Duat. So you have this and then a T at the end. Duat is the Egyptian afterlife. Imach, which is the only one with 4. So there we go. There's our small pile of flashcards. Pick a card, any card, pick a card. Yeah, the hieroglyphs didn't really change that much, actually. Hieroglyphs themselves were a gift from Thoth. What you do see is stylized versions of them, which is called hieratic, and then later demotic. But the writing of the actual hieroglyphs stay the same. You don't change what you have been given by a god, essentially. I think was the idea behind it, at least. But yeah, no, the hieroglyphs themselves didn't change that much, actually. But it's kind of funny when people go like, oh yes, the Eye of Horus, a very common Egyptian hieroglyph. I'm like, nope, it's a determinative. I love that it just pops out. Hello? Is someone being silly over there? Don't look at my butt. Oh my god, Cringer, what are you doing? Cringer's, you can't raid people while I have my butt on camera. That's so rude. Oh, hello, Cringer. Thank you very much for the raid. We're making coasters with Co's logo on them, so they're coasters. They look like this. Super fancy. Hi, I'm LCT. Nice to meet you. Hello, sir. Thank you very much for the raid. I appreciate that. We're making flashcards for Egyptian hieroglyphs. So if you see this one here, and then you go like, ah, that's Au. And then you know. And then you take this one, and then you're supposed to be, ah, that's Ab or Mer. Hi, Finn. Rain run. Oh, take care. Take care. Take care. Bye. So that's what we're doing. We're making a bunch of flashcards. And we're halfway because we've done one side, and now we will do the other side. Well, I say halfway. We're actually more than halfway because the first ones I've already done. And then the ibis, which is Ach. We're also talking about Egyptian hieroglyphic stuff. So if anyone, yeah, stay and learn about some hieroglyphs. Thank you for the follow. I don't know why you're following this. This is, yeah, that's weird. Ach. It's an ibis. And then ew. And then you will learn that ew is a goat. Or a cow, maybe, I don't know. I think it might be a cow. It's got, I don't know, what do you guys think? Cow or, that might be a goat, actually. What do you think? Is that a cow or a goat? And then this one, definitely a goat. It's the infamous goatfish. Is there something? Those are not cow legs. No, that's what I thought. Yeah, this is a goatfish. Or a fish combined with a stegosaurus, maybe, because that's a hell of a... I mean, that's not a cod or anything, right? That's a huge fucking thing. And then we have Ir, which is, as I mentioned earlier, very easy to remember. You just have to think iris. Because Ir is a picture of an eye, and the only part you can see is an iris. Ir. Fancy. I don't know why are you guys following this? This is nonsense. Don't follow this. Follow when I do like cool RP stuff. But then again, you wouldn't know when I'm doing cool RP stuff. Don't follow. Okay, never mind. I take it back. Follow. Have fun. Oh, by the way, for those coming in from Cringer, I'm the guy who did Archie Benton when we did Eco. When he was, hi, I'm Jake. It's nice to meet you. I was, oh, hello, I'm Archie Benton. I run the excavation site here in Barovia. Everybody's lovely, smashing, absolutely delightful. Oh, hello, how are you? I'm smashing. Looks nothing like an ear. You're right. Looks nothing like an ear. Okay, next up is... Let's see, do I have anything heavy? Oh! My Dribble tool fits lovely in the middle here, I think. And then I don't have to worry about everything falling over. Which is sort of a Macy Club thing. This is So, but it's not really an it's more it sounds like you're choking. That one, that is. And the other one is also So if you have this as a monoliteral sign, which is just one letter, that's a picture of a vulture. And that's a picture of an arm. Welcome to my TED Talk. And then you have Ak, which is a picture of a bird. Just want to make sure I don't flip these upside down accidentally. That would be unnecessary. I have made these myself, by the way. I see DMC, or rather demonetized and banned on Twitch coming up, so I'm not going to show that one because it has a penis on it. Udge, which looks, which is also fairly easy to remember, Udge, because if you think of it as a Jew, and it looks like a N95 mask. What? Nothing specific cool about that one. Another wah. Just a different wah. Nothing cool about that one either. Not really. Wep. This is the wep means to open something. So like wep NE, I opened. And it's it looks like horns or legs or something. So the verb open would be wep. So weppy is I'm opening as in present tense. Wep ne is I opened. And then we have the best one. I promise you guys are gonna love this. When the rabbit. It's the rabbit from Monty Python, I think. Look at the bones. When rabbit. Nasty big pointy teeth. And then we have the bird, which is not the bad bird, but it looks very similar. But the bad bird is not a phonological sign, it's just a determinative. So, where? It's a picture of a bird. And then we have a wedge, which doesn't look like a wedge, which would be helpful. It looks like a reboa, if you know what that is. If that, you imagine that's a vein and a reboa in the middle, blocking it. That's sort of what it looks like to me. So I guess that kind of works like a wedge, but not quite. And then we have another bird. There's a lot of birds. Hope you don't have ornithophobia. That's a bird. It's got a little feather sticking out of his neck. Bah. And then we have Bach or Hu, depending on context, which I don't know what that is. It could be like a stick man's arm, maybe. Bring forth the Holy Hand Grenade of Antioch. We do have the Holy Hand Grenades. Yes, of course, the Holy Hand Grenade of Antioch. Brother Maynard, bring forth the Holy Hand Grenade. Anything evil in my sight shall snuff it. Pach. And then, very easy one to remember, Per, which is a house. Like your first house in Minecraft, kind of a house. It's a floor plan. That's Per. Super easy. And then we have Pech, which is the rat stroke mouse thing. I think the laser is about to finish. Yep. I can hear it going very short strokes. And then the last one, and then I need to cut out a few more. I'm glad I got the suggestion for to make the frame put down in the middle, because that triggered the whole, oh my god, I could just make a very specific one. Was that you, Cake? Was that your idea? Thank you. Nope, no. Where do you think you're going? No. Get back down there, you bastard. You bastard. Oh, I did that one without the... Oh, okay. Whoopsie. I didn't have the air assist on. That's fine. So we have 4, and we'll get 5, but we need 8. Sleigh front. Huh? I introduced my young Padawans D&D crew I play with Ira on Sundays to Spaceballs. Now my sessions are peppered with quotes from it, which I approve of. I haven't coded Spaceballs since yesterday at the because we were talking about in Hungary they have like a collapsible carousel and people in the middle are pulling it around, so there's no power needed and it's made to be collapsible. And when John was talking about, John, an American guy who works at the museum, and I said, somebody stop this thing, I order you, stop. And he's like, no, that's not what happened, but I like the reference. So the last thing I said before I left out the door was, Spaceballs the breakfast cereal, Spaceballs the flamethrower. And I hear behind me, the kids love this one. Very funny. Funny guy generally. Yeah, really funny. Men. Mer, I believe. Yes, mer, which is a like a plow thing. How are we doing on? Okay, now it's running ads automatically. Sorry about that. I'm not gonna fiddle with it. You're not gonna miss anything. Literally nothing. Oh, I see a penis. I see a penis, and it's not mine. So who left their penis on here? I will not show off the penis to the camera. I will make it very quickly. What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken? Prepare ship! Prepare ship for ludicrous speed. Close all shops in the mall. Cancel the three-way circus. Oh, give me that, you petty excuse for an officer. I didn't get that one as good. Petty excuse for an officer. Now I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. Mess, which kind of looks like a bunch of braids or something, maybe. And then the one that shall not be named. This looks like a broken urn, but that's the design is broken, not the actual hieroglyph. No. And then we have another new, which is sort of a back scratcher thing. Back scratcher! Back scratcher! Back scratcher! And then we have Neb, which is super easy to remember because it's a god. God of the ocean. It looks like a bowl, which is not the same as the K sign because that bowl has a handle on it. So if it's a handle on it, it's K. If it doesn't have a handle, it's Neb. They're not even fucking close to each other. Don't blame me. I didn't make the system. I'm just learning it. Pizza the Hut. Oh yeah, you can find stuff that I make on that website. If you click it, you find cool leather stuff. Nen, even though it doesn't say Nen, it said Nen. I don't like it. Bastard. Easy to remember because it's annoying. Nech. Which is, oh yeah, the weird bird with a feather sticking out of his neck, but also it's got fucking horns. What kind of a bird has horns? What is that? It's got horns. Ness. Oh yeah, that's the weird branchy snake looking thing. It's like a very minimalist design for a snake. It looks a lot like the J snake. But the J snake is actually, you know, quite fancy. Nedge. This one is... oh, sorry. That one is kind of weird, but I know what it is. I just don't see it. It's actually like a brazier. It's a horny bird. Ah, that makes sense. You know, it's a brazier. And then we have Roo, which is the lion. Very easy to remember. Except later, the L starts to appear as a vowel or as a uniliteral consonant, and it looks the fucking same. So depending on when it's from, it's either L or Roo. And if you only have the picture of the hieroglyph, you have no way of fucking knowing. Ha, which is close to Sha, which is the hands that I talked about earlier. Chem, which is the bowl of water. And then we have Chen, which is the sort of a reed flower thing. Does anyone know anyone called Susan? Because Susan is from the Bible, but it's originally from Sheshen or Shesen in Egyptian, which means lotus. So we would write that as sh, S-N. So sh is the kind of a elongated square, sometimes colored in with blue because it's like a pool. The S is the folded cloth or the two Kamehameha thing, and then N is the sort of a wave thing. And here we are, Her, the head. And then we Ches, which is sort of a vase-looking thing. And then we have Hedge, which is looks like a balloon. Well, it's a balloon on a stick. My mom's name is Suzanne, so kind of, sort of. Yep. There you go. You can tell her if it's from the Egyptian for, I think it was lotus. I'll look it up. I have my notes here. Ha, which is the Pac-Man flower. Just look at this and go, hung, 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 hung. You remember it. I think it was a lotus flower. I have my notes right here. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Yep. There we go. Lesson 10. Yeah. No, sorry. S. Sh. N. Session is what we would say. Session, which is Susan. Or Suzanne, which is like a lotus. Or just lotus. Me session, like a lotus. Who? My stapler isn't stapling. And if your stapler isn't stapling, then it's not a stapler anymore. It's a catastrophe. Are we sinking? Oh, worse, much worse. We run out of tonic. Run out of tonic? Here we go. I hear that my laser is done. Is it looking good? I think it looks pretty good. Yep. Lovely. Smash it. Okay, let's get the roll out and get 3 more, I think. I shouldn't have hung up the roll. I should have just left it until it was done. I don't know why I didn't, and I apologize to everyone, specifically my mother and Jesus. Not that Jesus, different Jesus. It's also quite cold because I have to have the window open to get the fumes out. And I don't know if anyone knows this, but when it's like 7 degrees outside, which is, let's see if I can make that into Fahrenheit in my head, times 1.8. So 7 times 2 is 14 minus 1.4, which is 5. No, it's minus 1.4, so it would be 12.6 plus 32, so it would be 48 degrees outside, I think. Is that roughly correct? 48 degrees Fahrenheit, is that 7 degrees centigrade? 7. Damn heat wave up north then. Yeah. But it was 7 earlier. Oh, no, shit. It's down to like 5 now. 4.8. It was 7 earlier. I was looking over at the thermometer when I was talking to my dad, and it went from 7 to 6.9. I just was like, oh, I wish Grumbus was here. Because I don't want it to be 69 degrees. That would be bad. Once again, unless it's Fahrenheit. Also, they're not called freedom units. They're called silly units. Means some kind of flower in Hebrew as well. Yep. That's and it comes from the Egyptian session. So it's specifically a lotus flower. Hall. Where is Hall? Where are we? Hall? Hall? Yes, that one. Delightful. And then het, yep, which is the stick or the twig. And I think except Kelvin is arbitrary. Well, Kelvin is based on Celsius, so Kelvin is just Celsius minus 273. Chal, which is the fish. Chen, which is the headless goat. I will show you the headless goat. It's very, very, very silly. It's a headless goat. Chen. But Kelvin starts at actual 0. Celsius starts at freezing water on Earth, which is arbitrary. Yes, but it's not actually water freezing. It's ice melting. So it's the triple point of water, which is 0.01 degrees. Anders Celsius died at 43, but Fahrenheit was convinced it was 103. Yeah. Also, the Anders Celsius school, which is still no, I agree with that. The Celsius school is about 100 meters that way, if that. Chen. Oh yes, this is the flying broom leg thing. I think it's supposed to be someone with an oar rowing, but I just can't unsee the arms or the legs with a hat and a broom. Then Her, which is sort of a designy thing, kind of looks Art Deco. Sa, which we talked about earlier. Sun. And the other Sa, which is the Atari joystick. Look like someone standing on a flying broom. Yeah, but it's an oar and it's hands grabbing it, but it's definitely hands with a hat and an oar, which is very silly. How you doing, Clark? So, which is the royal thing. There we go. That's the royal thing. And then we have Sten, which is the sort of a arrow thing. sec or wach, which I don't even know what that is, but it looks like a combination between cha and the just H. But yeah, I don't get that. And then the easy one, everyone's remembering, set, which looks like a seat. Very easy. And then we have Sha, which we also remember, a bunch of hands waving. I think you'll see what I mean. So just vaguely, that looks like a bunch of hands waving from behind a wall. It's not actually that. It's a bunch of papyrus stuff. But yeah, easy for me to remember. And then Shu, which is the back to front eye. It's slightly different design, but not much. So imagine that being flipped around. It's an eye. Why? Fuck you, that's why. It's an I or a J, depending on which transliteration standard you're using. Shen, which is a very loose twine thing. And then Shed, I don't even know what this is supposed to be. It kind of looks like a... I don't know. It's weird looking. Does anyone know what that is? I have no idea. And then last, final column of the biliteral. Ked. My feet are freezing. And then we have Ka, which we know from before is the arms going Ka. Which is easy if you know Japanese, because Ka marks a question, conditionalis. So Ka goes And then Kem, which is also easy because it's in Kemet, which is the Egyptian word for Egypt. And it looks like the Q or the K, but it's got the slope as steps in it, rather than the Q, which is just a slope. And then Gem, which is also fairly easy to remember. Gemem is a verb. It's the beard. And then Guess, which kind of looks like the later M. Not quite the same, but kind of, sort of. I should have my already finished deck, so I can show you guys the comparison. The finished deck, which I did with the laser, which is why they look very fancy. Here, this is an eye, which looks very similar to the one we had before. And here is so that's an M at the bottom there. The owl is also an M, but that's an M. But that is a guess. Or Yes, no, G-S, so pronounced guess. They look fairly similar to me, as in they look fucking identical. And that's the Aleph, which is, they're joined here. They're supposed to be two separate signs, but that's the vulture. Was the Roman J a Y? No, the Roman J was a I. So if you, the inscription on the cross of Jesus was supposedly Inri, Yeshua Nazaret Rex Judeum, which would be Yeshua. We would write with a J now, but they wrote it with an I. So I, okay, yeah, there you go. I just didn't read the whole thing. Oh yeah, in Indiana Jones, Last Crusade, Jehovah is written with an I. We have Ta, which is the weird beard. No. Oh, we have Cha is the weird bird. This is the weird sort of a cup thing. It kind of sort of looks like the bread symbol, but not quite. T, which is a sort of a fire-looking thing. That might be easy to remember. It looks a hot cup of tea. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Putting on his coat and hat in less than 7 seconds flat. Do 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 do. It's always on the scene. Fireman Sam and his engine's bright and clean. Fireman Sam, you cannot ignore. Sam is the hero next door. Oh, look, it's Tep, which is the head, but in profile. Because we all know that if the head is head on, as it were, it's her, right? Which also demonstrates on top of something. M, which looks like a boat. My name is Joshua, so as soon as we compare it to Spanish or other languages, it gets complicated. Yep. Cha, here we go. Weird bird. And the weird bird got kind of cut up a little bit on the printing, but I get the idea. Weird bird. Cha. And then chess, which kind of looks like a... You're going to a fancy dinner to play some chess. You wear a bow tie. And then we have a ja, which is a fire in a brazier. Ja. And then we have Jew. Which is sort of a valley looking thing. And then we have a Jer, which is sort of a cup thing. I'm not sure what it's supposed to depict, but it's a cup with some dots over it. I don't know what that is supposed to be. And then we have Jed, which we talked about earlier, is the sign for stability. And it is depicted as a spine. And now we have even more of this stuff. Oh, I can do the gymnastics in the Olympics. For those of you who were here when we made these ones, the plastic ones, I think this is faster. Speaking of Jehovah, same name as Jesus. Yeah, we're just talking about that. Yeshua. Jehovah. Yeshua Nasar the Rex Judaeum. Let's see. Oh, these are spun the wrong way. I will spin them the other way. Yeshua bin Yusuf. Yeah, exactly. And now we start with the 3 little ones. There aren't that many of us. This one. And these ones, I know some of them fairly well. Iman. I don't know what it's supposed to depict, but... kind of looks like an S with a T and an I on it. So if anyone needs to go to the doctor for an STI, just say that you're there for Immen. Maybe he'll, I don't know, maybe the STI person at the clinic knows what Immen means. And I'm like, oh yeah, no, I got an STI. I gotcha. Ankh. Which you all know. This is probably one of the few that everyone here knows. Ankh. And it's an Ankh. That's how you would spell it. And then we have Ha. Aha. All meant Y or J, yeah. And here it's H. We have 4 H's and we have 2 T's and 2 D's. But the 4 H's is like, oh, really? Okay. Wab, which is a priest, which is easy to remember because it's a leg pouring holy water. Wab priest. Wechem, which is like a cow's leg, I think. Yep. Or yep, cow's leg. Wechem. And then Weser, which is a dog on a stick. Weser. It's a dog on a stick. Nebu, which looks like an ad for Max Factor, the makeup of makeup artists. Those are some full lashes. Nebu. And then we get to the fun ones. Nefer. Beautiful. And it's supposed to be a lung and a throat. Why is it Weser instead of Wusse? Wussuer is the default vowel an E. Yes, the default vowel is always an E. First thought, loot. Yep, I thought that as well. If you have NFR, in order to pronounce it, we say Nefer. This is not trying to reconstruct Egyptian. It's just that Egyptologists have agreed to pronounce it Nefer. There's no correlation to what it actually sounded like. Yeah. Exactly. So if you have NFR, like the example we had was LFBT, which we would, if you wrote it LFBT in Egyptian, we would pronounce it as Lefebet. But it could be lifeboat. We don't know. And instead of saying we don't know and argue about it because we're never going to find out because Egyptians didn't write down vowels, we just say E because it's a neutral vowel. Is that why Nefertiti's bust has such a long, beautiful neck? No. Nefertiti's bust is not from like anything that was exhibited. Nefertiti's bust is a bust that was in a workshop and used as a reference for the sculptors. That's why she's got like the eye messed up, because the whole thing is basically standing on a plinth in the middle, or a shelf or a table in the middle of a shop. So when the sculptors are working on depictions of the queen, they have a reference. Necher, God, which is symbolized with a little flag. And a piece of red leather stuff. Go away. Oh, no, it's too late now. It's part of it. Netcher. And if you were to write Netcher U, which would mean gods, what you would do is just make 3 of these signs next to each other, and that would make it plural. And then, like, oh, Netcheru. It's gods. Khat, which is the lion head. I don't know that one that well. That one will be tricky. Unless I can come up with a good one. Simba. Khat. And then we have Khetep, which is quite common in names, for example. So people can say, ah, yes, that is Amenhotep. Yes. Hetep, Hotep. And then we have Khepper, which is the dung beetle. And we also have a laser that is all finished. Dung beetle. Khepper. And then we only have 6 left. Nice. It's a lot faster today than when we did the first ones. A lot. Shh. So loud. Don't need to be so loud. Not necessary to be so loud. It's not necessary. There we go. Number 7. Do any of the hieroglyphs refer to a common person, someone that isn't a king or a pharaoh? You don't have a sign for just common man. You have descriptions. For example, Bak Im means your servant. Bak is servant and Im as in your servant. But you would write it at the end of letters like yours truly sort of thing. Bak Im. But the determinative is just a person. So you have, if you are important, you have a specific thing for you. Like priests have a specific determinative that's like, oh, that's a priest. Was that Akhenaten's dad, Amenhotep III? Yep. Amenhotep III, who went a little bit bananas, and then his son was like, I'm going to turn this up to 11. And changed his name from Amenhotep IV to Akhenaten. And then went like, oh, you know what? Fuck all the gods. I'm going to stick into one. Woo! Party! Khenem, which is a jug. Khenem, picture of a jug. Not super complicated. Then we have Shepes, which is a person on a chair. Very fancy. But you have like determinatives for sesh, which is written as S, regular S, and then S with the sesh, which means scribe. So you have a determinative for a scribe. You could just write S and then sh. People go like, oh, sesh. But you also have a determinative for a scribe. Party in Amarna, woo! Shemes, which is a, I don't even know what the fuck that's supposed to be. Dua, which is easy to remember because it's in Duat, which is the Egyptian afterlife. Dua. And that's a picture of a star. Because you have gone to the stars. And then the only one we have with 4 letters in it. Imach. Which looks like... let's see. What's the first one, I think? Yeah. So, if it's complete, the top one, if it's complete, it's Au. If it's incomplete, like there's been a little bit chopped off here, it's Imach. They're not even close to each other. That's it. We're done. All the cards are done. That is a chunk. Before I fiddle with them too much, I'm going to wash my hands because they're covered in soot from the laser. It's the sound of running water, people. I am not taking a wee. I promise I would not wee on camera. Oh wait, I'm not on camera. I can't. I'm washing my hands. Nothing else. I'm not whisking eggs or anything. Get your minds out of the gutter. I'm getting to grab a drink because I'm thirsty. Elderberry drink. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. I would like that to be finished now so I can close the goddamn window. It getting cold in here. This is not candy. I know it looks like candy. It isn't candy. I missed the candy, not candy. Yeah, no, there wasn't anything. You didn't miss anything. There's nothing there. That'd be weird, right? You wouldn't miss anything. I just have to memorize them. Oh! Do these fit in my printed case? Or are there too many of them? You do not fit. This chunk doesn't fit. I suppose. No. I'll just use a rubber band then, I guess. Like, these ones aren't going to be as sturdy as the first ones we made because they're made of pepper. But these ones take a very long time to make. So there we go. Unilateral and bilateral and trilateral. It's a bit of a size difference there. Cool. Everything will be available via my Etsy. No. But my teachers did say you should sell those. Look, say not candy. Yeah. It's just not candy. Whatever it is, it's not candy. It's not John Candy. I wish it was. Not candy. Yep. That sounds good to me. Yeah, no, when I picked up the roll of the labels that we use to make these now, I did also buy a bag of not candy. Oh, it's almost done. Thank fuck I can close the window. Please be good. It looks okay. Hurry! I want to close the window. Then I'm going to turn on all of the taps on hot water because the water is free and just let it warm up the room. I did that the other week when it was cold in here. I just turned on the tap of the hottest water I could, filled up the sink, both sides, and just left it. Well, that's going to heat up the room, and it did. It worked. It worked swimmingly. Good. Close. Don't let any more fucking heat out. Okay, here we go. Go. Yeah. So we still need to clean them and everything, but we have at least cut them out. And it is like 10:30, so I'm not gonna clean them now, but that's cool. I'll be able to finish them over the weekend, definitely. So I am kind of curious about this Game Pass thing that Norcan was talking about. This is what I had before. I'll show you guys what I had before. This sort of flashcard thing. The T H A W B H G Y P N D, etc. So not great for me, because also there are other things on the tablet that I can do. Not great. Physical cards, much better. I can leave the tablet at home. Oh, really? Really? That's weird. But I'm glad Rick Moranis did a fucking brilliant guy. Also, for those of you who watch Colin Furs, it's Furs Day today, so he released a new episode. That's what I was watching before I decided to stream. So I've already watched 9.5 minutes out of 40. This knot candy is very good. Okay, let's check out the invite link from Norking. That'd be cool. Let's see, what's my battery on this thing? 66%. This one should be full now. Yep. You can just switch over the cobbler. Yeah. I should be doing fine now, I think. Yes. Lovely. Smashing. I did print a wet mold overnight for a pen holder. Looks like this. So this would be the convex bit that you put the leather over, and then this is the bit you press down. And then it will form into that. And it's a sort of a pen holder thing. I kind of want to try that. And obviously that has to be left to dry for a bit. So we could put it in the mold now and just leave it. And kind of check back to it on Saturday. I think that'd be cool. Let's do that. Oh, we have to find a piece of leather that we can use first. I think something sort of like this would be nice. If Belushi had lived and John and Eddie said yes, it would have been a very different movie. Wait, Eddie Murphy was supposed to be in it? Or some other Eddie? So it would have been John Belushi, John Candy. It was John Belushi, wasn't it? Was it John? Jack? No. Well, Belushi, Candy, and Eddie Murphy, question mark? And Bill Murray? No, but a very different film, yeah. He said no because it was making Beverly Hills Cop. Well, to be fair, he had a very good reason not to do it then. Because Beverly Hills Cop is a very, very funny. Imagine he had made both of them. Ugh. That'd be weird. Too much stuff in a short period. Here we go. Put my click-a-die down here. Okay, I'm gonna get some water and we'll put this in water and then we'll stretch it over the thing with the thing. Here we are. Get some water. Was that a seminar? Hang on. You guys can't hear me when I'm all the way over here. I was at a seminar today about leather in Nubian graves, which was very cool. Very, very cool and very, very me. So I asked Luigi, who's the head of Egyptology now. I asked him very nicely. He's like, "Of course you can come. No need to ask." But I like asking. Murray and Raimi's got added after Belushi would have played the Venkman role in Eddie the Third Ghostbusters. That was named Whitman. Later changed to Winston. Okay, but they would have had Bill Murray anyway, right? So they would have had John Candy instead of Rick Moranis, Belushi as the Venkman, and Eddie as the Winston. But you still would have had Murray as whatever his face. Here we go. Just leave that there. I'm going to put something heavy on it so it stays underwater where it's supposed to bloody be. I know. How about all the... No. Not all the cards we just made. That would be a horrible idea. What do we have that's heavy and not afraid of water? Me! My AirPods. Oh, hang on. What if I do that? That'll work. I can't spell any of these names. That's all right. We know who you mean. Aqua is going to play Ray. Okay. Okay, we'll leave that there for like 20 minutes. In the meantime, we'll check out this guest pass, game pass, we can call it, I think. This Not Candy bag was very good because usually I don't get so many pieces of the Not Candy that I like. This one was full of pieces of Not Candy that I like. Oh, I don't know what his name is, but yeah. Okay, I have made a new account because I can't use my old one. Solve the puzzle. Success, you've proven you're a human. Well, thank you. Oh, I see. Well, I mean, I'm glad they worked out the way they wanted it, or the way it did, because it's a fantastic film. I'm going to take all of this stuff off so I can sit down and relax. I'll mute myself real quick. There we are. Smashing. We have an ad break coming in, so I'm going to run 90 seconds of ads now, so you won't miss anything. And I will also get the alerts. Chevy Chase. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Indiana Jones last played 80 days ago. Well, it's still installed. That's nice. Ready to play. Indiana Jones. Cool. Norcan, you're still here? Thank you. You didn't watch Ant's playthrough, did you? Nope. I watched a little bit of Zeke, and I made a funny joke, and Zeke laughed, and then I left. You will be surprised. Yeah. I saw what I described as the literal plot hole when they get to Shanghai. I said, I've never seen an actual plot hole before, and Zeke laughed. That was about it. It's funny because it's true. Yeah. That's fair. Hmm. Okay. So it's 11 p.m. It's pretty late already. I kind of want to just clamp that thing down and we'll play Indiana Jones on like Saturday, I think. Because I have no plans for the weekend. Lady friend coming here tomorrow. I'm gonna spend tomorrow at the lab, and then she gets here, and then no more lab, and then Saturday I have nothing. So we'll finish the coasters and everything, and then we can play some Indiana Jones. Where did you leave off? We were still in the Vatican. That's all I remember. After the Tomb of the Giant. After the Tomb of the Giant, somewhere in the Vatican. Okay, let's see who's on that I can throw you people at. Katie. Yeah, I'll throw you guys over to Katie. We just found the tomb and got out of it. I'll throw you guys over to Katie, and I'll be back on Saturday, probably. Yeah. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. See you later. Bye.